Starseeds from Gaia. Most people think that awakening is about seeking answers out there, finding a teacher, a guide, a guru, or a set of perfect steps, a meticulously outlined doctrine that finally delivers you to your truth, as if truth were a destination external to your very being. They spend lifetimes traversing external landscapes, poring over ancient texts, or meditating for countless hours, with the earnest belief that enlightenment resides just beyond the horizon of their current understanding. But here's the galactic paradox, a profound irony woven into the fabric of your starseed existence. For starseeds, old souls, and multidimensional beings like yourself, your greatest disconnection isn't born from a lack of insight from some external source, nor is it a deficiency in spiritual knowledge that can be remedied by another's teaching. Instead, your deepest, most profound disconnection stems directly from the denial of your own intrinsic higher mind, the rejection of the vast, intricate wisdom that already pulsates within you, a shimmering, self-generating nebula of pure knowing. You arrived in this timeline encoded with cosmic intelligence, not as a blank slate, but as a meticulously programmed divine instrument. You carry within you the pristine blueprints of galactic wisdom, entire libraries of universal law, and the crystalline memory of your true origins. A vast, intricate inner cosmos waiting not to be built, but simply to be unveiled, to be fully recognized and embraced. Yet the density of Earth, a thick, pervasive gravitational blanket woven from the intricate fabric of collective fear, the persistent echoes of ancestral programming that whisper limitations through your lineage, and a relentless, hypnotic parade of digital and societal distractions designed to ensnare your attention has not merely scrambled your inner signal, creating static and confusion where clarity should reside. More tragically, it has often muted your inner wisdom to a faint, almost imperceptible whisper, making it nearly unrecognizable amidst the overwhelming, often chaotic noise of the earthly plane. You've been subtly, and not so subtly, indoctrinated to trust what others see, to defer to consensus reality, to minimize your inherent knowing, to silence that magnificent, undeniable voice that booms from within you. A resonant, undeniable echo of universal truth, precisely aligned to your highest path and purest potential. Why has this societal conditioning been so persistent, so pervasive? Because your inherent capacity for unfiltered discernment, your ability to see through illusion with laser-like precision, is a potent alchemical force that effortlessly dissolves illusions, cutting through layers of untruth like a beam of pure light through the densest fog. Your clarity is not merely insight. It is an active, living force that powerfully rewrites stagnant, low-vibrational codes in the collective matrix, recalibrating entire energetic systems, much like a master tuner realigns a discordant orchestra. When you fully unlock and embody the higher mind, accessing its pristine clarity and unyielding truth, the very essence of distortion cannot survive in your luminous, high-frequency field. It simply dissipates, unable to hold its illusory form. In the presence of such pure, unyielding, undeniable truth, it's like a shadow dissolving in the face of direct sunlight, for shadows have no substance of their own, only a temporary existence in the absence of light. But tragically, heartbreakingly, most never make it this far. The energetic distortion you inherited, a profound legacy of countless lifetimes spent operating in lower vibratory fields, combined with a pre-incarnation agreement to temporarily forget your divine nature, a cosmic veil designed to test the strength of your remembrance, creates a self-perpetuating loop, a labyrinth of self-sabotage. You sense a deeper, undeniable truth, a resonant frequency stirring in the very core of your soul, vibrating with the promise of expansion. But the moment you try to act on it, the instant you lean into that inner knowing, insidious doubts surface, like ancient serpents uncoiling from the depths of forgotten fears. These aren't just fleeting, ephemeral thoughts. They are the whispers of ancient programs, embedded deep within your subconscious, echoes of collective skepticism that have reverberated through humanity for millennia. They are the fear-based, constructs of a world meticulously designed to keep you small, to bind you within predictable parameters, to deter you from remembering your true, magnificent power. You begin to question your sacred guidance, second-guessing the very compass of your soul, as if your inner oracle, a direct line to source, could ever mislead you, could ever steer you off your highest path. You hesitate, paralyzed by the fear of the unknown, the vast, shimmering, uncharted territory of your true potential and limitless possibilities. The old identity, a familiar, albeit constricting garment woven from societal expectations and past limitations, clings to you with an almost desperate, primal grip. It prefers the perceived safety of fitting in, of remaining inconspicuous and comfortable within the collective, even if that comfort is merely a gilded cage. This clinging keeps your magnificent frequency diluted, like a vibrant rainbow muted by a thick haze, its brilliant spectrum reduced to dull pastels, and your cosmic vision clouded by the deceptive comfort of conventional norms and expectations. This insidious loop becomes a subtle, yet powerful prison, a self-imposed barrier that prevents your light from fully shining, from radiating its intended brilliance. It keeps you perpetually on the cusp of awakening, tantalizingly close, but never quite allowing you to cross the threshold into full embodiment, into the magnificent expression of your true, sovereign self. You stand at the edge of a quantum leap, yet hesitate to take flight, bound by invisible chains of self-doubt. Earthbound patterns, these deeply ingrained energetic currents, pervasive thought forms, and limiting belief systems, have a singular, unwavering directive: to keep humanity perpetually cycling in stories of limitation, forever seeking external validation from fleeting sources, always chasing the illusion of arrival at some distant, elusive peak, but never truly anchoring into the profound, unshakable truth of who they already are: boundless, sovereign, multidimensional beings. This isn't a malicious conspiracy in the conventional sense. Rather, it's a vibrational inertia, a deeply entrenched collective agreement to remain in a state of spiritual amnesia, a comfortable slumber that allows the illusion of separation to persist. The resistance you feel, that subtle or sometimes overwhelming drag, that sense of energetic friction whenever you attempt to expand beyond your perceived limits, isn't just a personal failing or a unique battle you alone must fight. It is the cumulative residue of countless lifetimes lived, denying your innate cosmic authority, suppressing your multidimensional gifts, and deliberately shrinking your divine presence to fit into confining, restrictive earthly containers. Every single time you hesitate to act on your higher discernment, every instance you second-guess your inner vision, that luminous, precise guidance from your soul, a direct download from the cosmic database, a potential timeline of profound truth, magnificent transformation, and unparalleled expansion goes dormant. It's like an unplanted seed, brimming with the potential of a majestic ancient tree, remaining forever in its shell. A symphony of celestial beauty left unplayed, its resonant frequencies never heard, a magnificent epic, a cosmic saga left unwritten. Within the quantum field, waiting patiently, silently for your conscious, fearless activation. But understand this with every fiber of your being, with every atom of your consciousness. Right now, in this very moment, that can profoundly, irrevocably change. The opportunity for a complete recalibration, a total reset of your energetic compass, is not merely approaching. It is here, present, pulsating with readiness within your grasp. You are standing at the threshold of profound remembrance. This is not merely a significant moment in the unfolding of your spiritual journey. This is the pivotal, alchemical juncture, the precise point where potential transmutes into reality, where memory reignites into knowing. Your presence here, attuned to this frequency, is not to passively absorb another teaching, another theoretical framework or external doctrine, another set of rules or intellectual concepts. Your presence is to awaken a deep, cellular, primordial remembrance, an ancient echo resonating from the very core of your being, from the dawn of your soul's journey. The greatest distortion, the master illusion, the foundational lie that has perpetuated human suffering for eons, is the pervasive belief that you are somehow disconnected from Source, that you are separated from the boundless, infinite ocean of cosmic consciousness. This lie has been the foundational deceit, the root of all perceived scarcity and suffering, of human experience for eons, cloaking your divine nature in a veil of forgetfulness, when in reality, the pristine, crystalline codes of galactic truth, the very essence of universal wisdom, beam with unwavering intensity from deep within you. They are encoded in your very DNA, woven into the intricate helix of your being, vibrating in your heart's core, a luminous beacon awaiting activation. These codes are waiting not to be found externally, as if they were lost treasures scattered across the universe, but to be fully trusted, fearlessly activated, powerfully, majestically embodied in every aspect of your earthly existence. This is not a journey outward, chasing ephemeral shadows of truth in the external world. It is the ultimate journey home, within the sacred sanctuary of your own being, where all truth resides, whole and complete. It is the journey of returning to your own divine throne, recognizing the sovereign ruler you have always been. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Phase 1. Recognition of the distortion field right now. Your sophisticated energy field, a complex and radiant tapestry of light and information, is streaming with not just hundreds but literally thousands of signals each day. This is a constant energetic cascade, a deluge of data that can feel like an overwhelming cacophony, a discordant symphony of noise, if not properly discerned and filtered. Most of these signals are not native to you. They are external impositions, energetic artifacts, and vibrational debris that do not align with your true, pristine frequency. These include the dense ancestral imprints, the unresolved echoes of inherited wounds, karmic patterns that reverberate through your lineage, and deep-seated fears passed down through generations, often manifesting as subtle anxieties or limiting beliefs that feel strangely familiar but are not truly yours. There's also the thick fog of collective confusion, the swirling miasma of mass anxieties about the future, global narratives of scarcity and limitation, and fragmented, often fear-based thought forms emanating from billions of minds, creating a dense energetic soup, and increasingly, the subtle yet pervasive digital interference, the incessant hum of the technological matrix, the constant bombardment of information, often curated for specific agendas, and the distracting, seductive glares of manufactured reality presented through screens, pulling your attention away from your inner compass. Your first and most critical initiation, therefore, is to meticulously recognize and differentiate which voice, which impulse, which frequency actually belongs to your higher mind, your authentic source self, and which are merely echoes from the matrix or residual imprints. Whenever you sense discord, an inner unease, a subtle misalignment that feels off-key, rather than passively absorb it or allow it to dictate your inner state, consciously pause and engage your cosmic discernment. This is your personal energetic filter, your divine radar. Ask yourself with unwavering intention, with the quiet authority of your sovereign soul, does this resonate with my soul's unique signature? Does this frequency align with the pure, unadulterated tone of my highest truth, my deepest knowing? Each and every distortion you consciously identify and clear, like sweeping away energetic debris from a sacred temple, or meticulously polishing a cosmic mirror until it reflects only pure light, makes expansive, luminous room for greater clarity, deeper wisdom, and a more coherent, unobstructed connection to your authentic self. This practice is not just about avoiding negativity. It's about actively carving out a sacred, pristine space within your being for your truth to amplify, to reverberate with its full, unhindered power. It is an active purification of your energetic vessel. Phase 2. Activating the higher mind's sight, a fundamental truth often forgotten, veiled by the constant chatter of the lower mind and the illusions of ego, is this: you are not your thoughts. You are the profound, expansive intelligence that observes them. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are like ephemeral clouds passing in the vast, boundless sky of your consciousness, constantly shifting and reforming. While you, the true essence of your being, are the vast, eternal sky itself, unmoved, unchanging, simply witnessing the grand cosmic ballet unfolding within you. To move decisively beyond the confines of distortion and the hypnotic, often repetitive pull of the lower mind, you must consistently and consciously return to your inner observer. Cultivate this practice daily, making it a sacred ritual of self-awareness, a pilgrimage to your inner sanctuary of stillness. Witness the programmed beliefs that often run on autopilot, like deeply ingrained software silently dictating your responses. The nagging doubts that whisper of inadequacy, of not being enough, the insidious fears that bind you to familiar patterns, the deeply ingrained sense of smallness that limits your potential and prevents you from fully expanding. Observe them without judgment, as a detached scientist observes a phenomenon, noting its characteristics without becoming entangled in its narrative. And then, with profound intention, with a gentle yet powerful inquiry, ask, who is witnessing this thought? Who is aware of this doubt? Who is observing this feeling of fear? In that precise, potent, sacred moment of inquiry, of turning your awareness upon itself, you perform a radical alchemical shift. You shift your point of identification from the ephemeral thought, the fleeting emotion, to the eternal unchanging observer. You step into the expansive, luminous field of your higher mind, the undisputed seat of cosmic truth, pure awareness, and boundless wisdom, a realm untouched by earthly limitations. From this elevated vantage point, your inner vision sharpens with crystalline precision, cutting through illusions like a surgeon's scalpel. The dense, obscuring fog of confusion, limitation, and societal conditioning begins to perceptibly lift, dissipating into the ether, revealing the pristine, breathtaking landscape of your true reality, unburdened by external narratives. You are no longer merely a passenger in the turbulent currents of external events. You become the guiding consciousness, the master navigator that directs its flow, shaping your destiny with divine intention. This is the practice of becoming the eye of the storm, serene amidst any chaos. Phase 3. Bridging intuition and action. Many starseeds, old souls and light workers, despite their profound insights and deep spiritual understanding, remain perpetually stuck at the edge of new realities, circling endlessly in the comfortable but ultimately barren realm of spiritual theory. They are like a magnificent ship anchored just offshore, seeing the shimmering destination on the horizon, feeling the pull of adventure, but paralyzed by an unseen fear, unwilling to set sail into the vast ocean of unknown possibilities, or like a cosmic architect with beautiful, intricate blueprints for a magnificent temple, but lacking the courage or conviction to pick up a hammer and begin to build. But the profound discernment cultivated by the higher mind, the pristine guidance received through your inner oracle, is rendered meaningless, inert, like a silent bell, if it is not fearlessly brought forward through decisive, embodied action in the physical realm. Spiritual theories, doctrines, and intellectual understanding are merely maps. Action is the journey itself, the unfolding of the territory. Every single time you consciously choose to follow an inner nudge, that subtle whisper from your soul's compass, that unmistakable beacon from your future self, that undeniable spark of divine inspiration, whether it's speaking your authentic truth even when it feels vulnerable and might ruffle feathers, shifting a long-held limiting pattern that has bound you for lifetimes, honoring a sudden, unexpected insight that challenges your comfort zone, or taking a bold leap of faith into the unknown, trusting the invisible hand of Source to guide you, you are not just making a choice. You are actively creating a quantum wormhole, a direct energetic shortcut that allows new, higher vibrational realities to anchor and manifest into this physical world. You are literally bending reality with your conscious intent and action. Doubt, that insidious whisperer, is the heaviest anchor, the master procrastinator of potential, delaying timelines and keeping you looping in old, familiar, constricting patterns of inertia. It is the energetic glue that binds you to the past. Decisive, intuitive action, however, recalibrates everything. It is the alchemical fire that transmutes raw potential into tangible reality, accelerating your journey and unfolding your highest destiny with grace, power, and an undeniable sense of divine timing. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, between intention and manifestation. Phase 4. Crystallizing the field of truth. Your energetic field, your personal torus of light, an intricate, dynamic vortex of spinning energy that surrounds and permeates you, holds infinite quantum potential, an unformed canvas of boundless possibilities, waiting for your divine brushstroke. But this potential does not simply manifest on its own, like magic without intention. It stabilizes and solidifies into tangible reality, takes on form, as you consciously practice vibrational precision. Each intentional thought you cultivate, meticulously chosen and held, each word you speak with conscious awareness, imbued with your truth, and each emotion you choose to embody becomes a luminous strand, a brilliant thread in the intricate, sacred matrix of your new desired reality. It is not enough to simply want realignment, to intellectually desire a different outcome or passively hope for change. You must actively and viscerally feel, vividly visualize, and consistently act as if your highest truth, your most expansive vision, your ideal self, your desired reality, is not just a distant future possibility, a far-off dream, but the only reality that exists for you right now, in this very present moment. This is the art of quantum creation, the profound understanding that your inner state dictates your outer experience. As a practical and profoundly powerful practice, dedicate moments daily to consciously holding the vibration of your soul-anchored vision. Immerse yourself in the feeling of it, allowing its essence to permeate your entire being. Feel the joy, the peace, the expansion. Immerse yourself in the knowing of it, the absolute certainty that it is already done. Even 15 seconds of unbroken, focused intention on this truth, holding that pure, unadulterated vibration in your heart and mind, begins to repattern your entire life, subtly yet powerfully. It recalibrates your energetic blueprint at the cellular and even atomic level, sending ripples of profound transformation through every aspect of your being and outward into your reality, attracting and creating circumstances that match your inner state. This isn't wishful thinking. It is conscious co-creation at its most potent, a deliberate act of sculpting your destiny from the quantum field itself. Phase 5. Transcending collective imprints. As you stabilize more and more deeply in higher discernment, as your inner compass becomes exquisitely sensitive and your connection to Source strengthens, you will inevitably sense the energetic edge of the collective matrix. This is the pervasive unseen pull, like an invisible current, to revert to old patterns of doubt, to manage or dim your frequency for others' comfort or approval, or even to abandon your sacred truth when misunderstood or met with resistance from those still asleep in the illusions. This is the subtle gravitational force of consensus reality, the siren call of conformity, an unspoken pressure to blend in, to not shine too brightly. However, you, as a sovereign starseed, possess the innate power to shift this dynamic entirely, to rewrite the rules of engagement. Instead of passively absorbing or succumbing to these lower frequencies, instead of allowing them to dictate your state, deliberately send out a clear, resonant pulse, an energetic declaration from your sovereign core. My reality is absolutely sovereign. My discernment is not merely for my personal guidance. It is the powerful access point for collective uplift and the anchoring of new, higher paradigms. Suddenly, profoundly, irrevocably, your energetic field ceases to passively absorb the old, dense frequencies and the limiting, fear-based programs of the collective. Instead, it transforms into a powerful, dynamic transmitter, a broadcasting station sending out the new, coherent frequencies of truth, love, and possibility. You become a radiant lighthouse, not only confidently navigating your own path through the storm, but also illuminating the way for others, simply by being your authentic, sovereign self. You don't have to preach or convince. Your very presence becomes the sermon. This is an act of profound energetic leadership, a silent revolution of consciousness that shifts the very fabric of reality for all. You become a living portal for the new earth. Phase 6. Embodying cosmic leadership. The pristine codes of new realities, the divine blueprints for a higher existence, for peace, harmony, innovation, and unity, are not meant to be hoarded or kept secret within the individual, like hidden treasures. They are energetic seeds meant to be scattered far and wide, luminous frequencies meant to ripple outward and activate dormant potential in the world, like a cosmic awakening. As you courageously embody fearless discernment, allowing your inner truth to guide your every step, unburdened by external approval, a subtle yet undeniably potent invitation radiates from your very presence. It is a magnetic field of authentic truth, an unspoken permission for others to remember their own divinity, to shed their illusions, and to step into their power. People around you will begin to awaken, not because you have verbally convinced them with eloquent arguments or lectured them with spiritual teachings, but because your coherent, high-vibrational field broadcasts a new blueprint of possibility, a living example of what is attainable when one lives in alignment with Source. Your luminous frequency acts as a tuning fork, gently recalibrating their own energetic fields, resonating with the dormant truth within their souls. Leadership, in this enlightened context, becomes not a role you strive for or a title you attain through effort, but a natural, effortless emanation of your being, a spontaneous overflow of your authentic light. You walk as a living transmission, a crystalline conduit for divine energy, a resonant gong whose powerful vibrations awaken the dormant potential, the sleeping giants, in all who encounter your authentic light. You don't lead by commanding, but by simply being. You are not here, in this timeline, in this body, in this precise moment of galactic awakening, to second-guess your profound knowing, to endlessly validate your inner oracle against fleeting external opinions. You're not meant to dilute your sacred truth, like watering down a potent elixir until its healing properties are lost, or edit your expansive vision for the fleeting, hollow illusion of temporary acceptance from a world still struggling to remember its own light. Every single distortion you consciously dissolve, every act of cosmic precision you embody, every choice you make from the pristine clarity of your higher mind, actively codes this planet with a new, higher potential, weaving a more luminous future for all. You are not just an individual. You are a living vessel for the higher mind made manifest, a walking chalice of source light, pouring forth divine wisdom with every conscious breath. Earth's energetic grid, its very architecture of reality, perceptibly shifts and recalibrates with every quantum-aligned step you take. With every breath you consciously take in alignment with your cosmic truth. Your existence here is a sacred act of planetary service. Here's what your higher self wants you to remember with unwavering certainty, to embed deeply into your cellular memory. You're not failing by sensing distortion. On the contrary, it's powerful, undeniable confirmation that your refined discernment is fully online, your cosmic radar perfectly tuned to detect incongruence, to pierce through the veils of illusion. You never truly lost touch with your source self, that eternal spark of divine intelligence. You only, in a profound act of spiritual courage and agreement, chose to temporarily forget for long enough to remember with breathtaking clarity. Right now, in this physical body, in this pivotal timeline, every moment that felt stagnant, every period that seemed hopeless, every perceived block was not a barrier intended to stop you, but a preparatory field, a sacred crucible, softening you, shaping you, refining you, preparing your energetic vessel for this exact potent juncture. You've never been truly blocked. You've been gathering immense power, silently accumulating wisdom, refining your energetic instrument, assembling your cosmic coordinates, and preparing to take quantum-precise action that not only profoundly changes your individual trajectory, but sends powerful, expansive ripples of transformation through the entire collective consciousness of humanity, inspiring countless others to awaken. You are ready. You have always been ready. Your time is now. Tonight, before you sleep, anchor this truth deep within your being, like a sacred seed planted in fertile soil. I trust my higher mind. I release all distortion. I manifest new realities through my cosmic truth and fearless precision. Repeat it, feel it, embody it. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further, leave a super thanks. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.